We now return to SimCity for back to Millerton. Kind of finish up what we're after here. So, I think let's just go ahead and start this probably pretty unnecessary transportation shift. Let's work on the corners because I think this is going to be a real pain in my butt. Let's use elevated rail. So what we're going to want here is that, and then make it loop somehow into that. I'm not so sure that is going to do such a thing. Because it's... Okay, so that works. So why doesn't that work? What if we put the elevated rail over here? Okay. It's not bad. It's less painful than I expected it to be. So now I guess the question is, well, let's just continue on doing this stuff here. So this part might then actually be a bit more difficult. Yeah. I have to give it a little bit of a loop there. That should work now. Okay. So here, kind of something similar. It won't go here. I have to pull that back. Okay, that's wrong. In that case, it might have to go like to here. There we go. And then this one's going to be just an absolute mess. So I mean, I'm pretty much just going to get rid of this whole thing, I think. Except, wait a minute. Damn it. The wrong side. Might actually make this just a little bit tougher. There. Okay, so now that fits up there. Something like that. Alright, let's match this up now. So really, this is absolutely unnecessary because I could shove it down inside of the ground and hook it up with subway. this is a town of less than 20,000 people. But just for the sake of attempting something here. Now, having a station back here, can we... Got one here. Having one here would also probably make sense. Yeah, alright, we'll just get rid of it. I'll do some weird loopy-loo thing here. Something like that. Oh, come on. What the hell? There. Why on earth would it connect to nothing? Right. We don't have a lot of demand for that. Instead, we'll go like that. Okay. So now we gotta figure out, oops. First of all, we gotta make sure the rail line is connected everywhere. So now we gotta figure out where we're gonna put the stuff. So I do want a station here. What are we gonna do about this? There. And people can hit the tourist trap and be on their way. So now that this is actually not up against it, I could make these lots bigger. But it's a little late for that, I guess. Okay, so we're probably going to want one... We could make it right there and right there. We'll, I guess, do the same thing here. It's going to be a little bit different, though. Actually, maybe I should go here since it's right next to that bus station. After all, these are where people are going to get off and go to work. Get the bus and thing. Enough there, I guess. So yeah, these ones are kind of off. Get the one in there. I mean, I say that, but like it's probably not going to do too much. What I should probably have more stops actually. It's like these people here, they're not going to drive all the way to a station or whatever. They're just going to get on and go. It's probably enough though. I'd say it's probably enough because then they can just get here and then drive. So yeah, I think it's fine. Okay. Now regarding these. Park here. Then we'll go ahead and grab our trees. As I see some places that still don't have them. We can come down here and fill it all in. Cover it all up. Probably let it go. Still not sure what I want to do about that. Alright. It's a little bit bare up in here. Why don't we add the last bit here? Plumbing go that way? It's not. It's fine. Now we don't need those nubs, but whatever. You know what we probably need out here? We'll put in a college. Community college. Yeah, I'll put that right there right now. Branch library. Why do we have one of these anyway? Got a few of them. I think we're pretty much covered for it, actually. Another one up. How about a museum on top of that? City Museum. I could fit there. Yeah, we'll have that little farm college there. That'll work out well. Heck is that? Paparazzi. I don't know why I'd want that. Here's got new socks. Okay, I mean it's right there. Gets me some mayor rating. Why not? Beat the train. Bureau of Bureaucracy. Really, that's what we get that from, huh? Now, there's no way that was going to fit in here anywhere. Not unless we put it maybe in the back and move the TV station. Which we can do. Let's see. Bureau of Bureaucracy. Big old thing now. But where to put? I mean, I really guess I could have changed. Hey. Just move it down the street. Why not? And what we'll do is grab some of that. Just fill her in. Okay, we're barely making money. As soon as that develops, if it's going to develop, I don't know that it will. Okay, let's run this at full speed real quick, see what changes happen over time. Starting to see the city evolve. That big old lot, though, they may need to cut that lot up so it actually develops into something. I don't seem to have the wealth that that is going to take. New water terms, yeah. Industry. It's all good. That has been sitting there for a very long time. Because of the casino thing, huh? I think we'll just say no to that. Alright, well, this isn't developing, so we'll try again. This place could probably stand to be a little bit nicer. I think that's why we're seeing these kind of run-down things here. So, why don't we... Baseball park? Or just a regular old park? Just right there. Yeah, it'll be fine. They get a bunch of homes. Huh. Why are those developing? Did I change? No, it's the same zone type. Alright. Must just be whatever's over here. It's determined. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. Come back to my trees. Let's do a little bit more forestation here. Okay. Is anybody even using these? No. No, they're not. They're using those. Where are they going? They're loading on. And then loading off? They're getting on, but they're not going anywhere. So like these people got onto a bus, the bus took them to here, and then they walked onto it. They're walking onto it, they're not going anywhere with it. You'd think that maybe they might use it to go to work. It's kind of... They're using the buses. I guess the buses are handling the situation? It seems like. Oh well. Whatever. 20,000 people here. Water is a situation. How is that possible? Are we seriously out of water? You're kidding me. 100% usage. That's incredible. Okay. Well, shit. I don't want to put in a full pump. So let's see. Alright, trash has to be taken care of too. Put that in. Water pollution. Still really bad over there. This is not doing anything. Unfortunately. So, I guess we can maybe do a pump up here. Or a tower, rather. We'll see how much that provides. Water needs went up just enough. Okay, things are coming along a little bit nicer. Things are growing, developing. Seeing a lot more nicer homes coming in. Okay, I think that's largely because of the education must be taking hold. I mean, that's fine. We seeing any better industry because of this? Some demand for manufacturing, but it's still overwhelmingly dirty. This still has yet to change, so what can we do about that? Guess we can make it look nicer down here. Just put in a park in the back. I mean, surely this is covered by service. Like, what is going on here? Low pollution, garbage, so school grade, hospital grade, low crime, medium traffic noise, a long commute, maybe that's what's doing it? But it's high land value. I mean, why are you sticking it like this? What if we do a little upgrade? Well, it should be upgraded to that, though. Yeah, it is medium density already. Peculiar. I don't know why I decided to do all the same housing type there. Fill that in with tree. Did this finally? It did. Got Mansion Avenue over here, and then we've decided to fill in with that. I guess it needs it though over time. Check on my schools. Oh boy. We're just right there. So that one can be funded more. That one's overfunded. Hospital could use a little bit more funding. What do we got here? Police. 40 cells, 34 inmates. Okay. Well, we are at 20,000 people. That's when I've got marked for a city jail. So we could do that. Let's see, where are we at money-wise? 300? Well, that's not going to be good for an airport, is it? No, it's not. But just putting it in there might boost commercial demand a little bit. Water terms, I mean, we're fine on that one. How is that happening now? Okay, now it's definitely pulling it back. So power should be abundant, yeah. Like, overly so. I mean, if we look at that, what is that? That's over 7,000, slightly over 4,000, so we're 3,000 over capacity, which I believe means that we could either take this down. This is at 90. Oh, that's plant condition. What if we lower some of our funding on that? 78%. It's probably a little too much there. %. Fill in that budget just slightly more. Okay. There's no access to vehicles. Well, that is rather your own fault for even developing there, I guess. Okay, what if we get our ordinances here? Okay, we're already doing that. Pro-reading campaign? Not too much. Try and get some smarter people in town so that we can maybe get the dirty industry out of here. I mean, trash pre-sorting would probably have helped that situation, but we gotta get rid of it at some point, which now seems like it is doing so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we're kind of at where we're at right now. We can speed this up a little bit more. Watch the developments pop in. It actually is shifting pretty. Neighbor city pleading for power. Are you sure about that? I don't think they are. East Millerton doesn't need it. They've got their own thing now. I think the game is just looking at my excess and saying, hey, make money. But, I mean, really, I could go over to East Millerton, rather, because this is actually the orientation of the city. I could go over there and sell power back, and we could just do a stupid trade. Unnecessary. Okay, now people are using this. So they are walking to here, they're using it, they're coming to here, looks like they're getting on a bus and then they're going out of town, probably to the outer, okay. That's acceptable. That's totally acceptable. These people are driving all the way over here to get on here, and then presumably also go out of town too. Why would you not drive to here and take the bus? Or take the... well, or even, I mean, there's a bus there, there's a train station there. It's kind of frustrating, actually. Maybe I should have had a downtown parking garage here somewhere in this complex. Boy, it really loves developing into these things, doesn't it? Now see, that pisses me off too. Like, why are you doing that? Catch the rail. Oh well. Whatever. Making plenty of money here. We are seeing some nicer buildings, but not high wealth. It's all medium wealth. There's a high wealth. But, eh. And then anything for this? I mean, what is even the point of this thing? It's really just to collect people and send them in or out of town on it. Are they even doing that? Not really. It's all back and forth on the city here. Which is just a ridiculous waste here. If I had more space for this, turning this as part of the rail network as opposed to a separate elevated network would probably be better and would overall work. But the spaces are just too tight. And I still think it's stupid that elevated rail goes into subway and not rail. You know, rail doesn't act like elevated roads or the highway system where you can make an elevated highway or any of that. And then monorail's its own separate system. That I get. But like the elevated rail, what they should have done was combined all three and just make it so that you can have elevated rail, your metro rail, and then your underground rail. And it would work a lot better, I think. Another thing, too, this constant deal here. There is a way to fix this. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, you know what? We're going to do it, though. But first we gotta pause. Traffic jam here. Alright. So, we're gonna... Oh boy, this is a fiasco here. Let's come in. And then... that. So, if we do that on every single one of these, we add lights, and then we don't have that slowdown on the intersections either. So I will do that on my own here. Alright. The roads now make sense. Sims probably now hate me for adding lights along all the streets, but whatever. It is now under control. Okay, still with you in this. I don't care. Now, neither do you. Like this right here, it's fine. Got us a nice little thing developed there. Medium wealth commercial. City museum. Probably could have used a bigger museum, but whatever. Alright, well, I think that's enough screwing around with this. We now have regional demand for some stuff here that we can pump into a new city. That's taking care of itself. I guess the water is working. It does seem to be disappearing a little bit, but not a lot of it. It's not taking care of everything. The air pollution thing, still bad. Never took care of itself, but I think I would need to actually go in. We got so much dirty demand still that there's just no way that's gonna flip over. So maybe if I sat here for a few more generations, let the overall education get higher, because it's not very high at all. It never really increased very high at all in this town. But that is okay. So let's get out of here. Anytime you're ready, game. Come on, okay. And then head down to here, the final city. Now, got a few things. This needs to come in, and that rail needs to come in. not ready to develop these yet, but we get the rail over here, and actually we can get the rail on both of these here. And the highway and all that. Okay. Let's just go into here. We'll delete you in time. I suppose we want the road too. Okay. Make up for this. Oh, right, because you can't go diagonally with a highway. Now this one I could. I think we just end up in the same situation. I think I want this pretty flat, but let's just see what we can get. So 2 plains and a hill. I mean, that's perfectly fine. It's very bland and boring. But that's actually not what we need to worry too much about here. What we actually need to worry about is getting that shoreline. Now I need to look in here again. Okay. Kind of lowered it down to sandbars and a little bit there. I think it's going to be pretty difficult to come back into. So we'd be, I mean, it might actually be easier to shape this. So I at least have a point. Alright. Quick level brush. Like 3. Damn it. Why is it raising the level? I'm very clearly choosing something that should be lower. It's infuriating. And that actually kind of works, but real quick. Do that. Okay, so that'll have to be dragged back a bit. Not what I wanted to have happen there. It's not going to look connected anyway. Looking at this. But so that, yeah, that doesn't really add up there. So we definitely still need to work a little bit more on this. There's a nice little beach front here. Damn it. Honestly, I would just be better off hand lowering this. It's enough to get a whale in there anyway. I think it's got to go back a little bit more. I need to pop out though and check this. I mean, as far as that's concerned, that seems to work out fine. But I need the land lowered a bit. A little too much. There. That's more like it. Why does it work here, but it doesn't work everywhere else? I hate these tools. They just don't work. The idea of them is there. They very clearly had an idea for how they wanted this to work, and they just did not implement it in a way that actually works. Doesn't do it. Better off lowering the terrain and then smoothing it so that it's just above grade. Pretty sure I'm pulling this shoreline back much further than I want it. This is freaking awful. I don't know why it just won't take a slice at where I am clicking and then just flatten it at that degree. That is what it is supposed to do. Like, how small of a brush do I have to make it so that it recognizes the level I'm trying to go for? Apparently real freaking tiny. Now you bring it up. No, whatever. We're just gonna have to... See, now that's too much. Now that's too much again. What the fuck? Yeah, terraforming by hand is awful in this game. The bump maps seem to work pretty well. Sort of. I've tried using it myself, and the gradation that you need in the grayscale to make a smooth hill is just kind of ridiculous. Black and white just doesn't doesn't touch it enough. And really, the only reason I'm even doing this much effort into this is because if you get the beach, like this is way, way too steep of a slope for the beach. And now we're pulling it the wrong way. I guess maybe that's what I should be doing, just get it really steep and then kind of pull out in the ocean, maybe, instead? Maybe if I raise the sub-water level, that'll be a better way. Seems to be working a lot better. I don't know, the beach asset just looks really, really bad by default. It goes off a damn cliff is what happens. Alright, whatever. I'll fiddle with this damn shoreline again and do some more stuff, and I'll take care of the water out here. And just kind of get this prepped and ready so that we can build a city, and I'll see you next time.